What is up, Comic Book Nation? Welcome to another episode of the Marvelite podcast. I am your host this week, Luke, and as always, I am joined with Will.
What the fuck is up, America?
Well, it's not just Americans that are probably listening. Just
I meant,
so you know.
You know, what the fuck is up the world? It's just less powerful.
You insulted everybody. You just own up to it. It's fine.
And we have DC Luke.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. I ruined your call out.
And we have Nicholas back with us.
Yeah, but we have Tim, too. Why is he here?
And we have Tim Spiegler joining.
What's up? Nick didn't trick me into not being on Marvelite again this week.
This is his first podcast.
Yeah, I told everyone
Always.
I told everyone we were canceling tonight, but Tim still was here.
He didn't take the bait.
And this will be a very, very special shit show for you guys this week. As this will be the Daredevil Season 2 spoiler cast. So we are just going to talk about spoilers. Basically, we're going to be giving our thoughts and impressions and reviews on Season 2 of the Marvel Netflix Daredevil TV show. So, just getting into it, what are some of your guys' thoughts and impressions on the season as a whole? Did you guys like it? Did you think it was better or worse than Season 1? Will, we're going to go ahead and start with you.
First impressions, well, as far as like Electra goes, the rule still reigns. Never stick your dick in crazy. But, because she was honestly very crazy, but she was really fun. Because I haven't read The Man Without Fear yet. It's still on my to-buy list. But I like what they did with Electra, and I really, really like Punisher. If anyone saw my video on my channel, which they probably didn't, I talk about around episode 4 when, well, it's a spoiler cast, so we can just say whatever the fuck. When he was giving his whole spiel while up against that tombstone, that whole monologue actually almost brought me to, like, it made me tear up some. I'm like, well, shit. So John Bernthal knocked it out of the park. But after the hype has died down, and we'll probably get into it more in the rest of the discussion, there, like, are a couple minor things I may have a gripe with, but overall, I like a lot of aspects of it better than Season 1. But, you know, we'll get into it later on.
Yeah. Okay. Nick, what are your thoughts?
I liked a lot of the characters that were introduced and stuff, and I still love the cast that returned, like Charlie Cox and all of them. But I think that the overall story of Season 2 is a little less, like, there than Season 1's story. But there were also really cool cameos and stuff that happened, like, during the season that, like, brought it up, too. So I liked it overall.
Oh, definitely. All right, Luke, what's your impressions?
Well, I mean, I really do like it a lot. It was really up there in terms of what I was really excited for 2016. I think kind of like Nick, though, I have a gripe kind of with the story of it, because Season 1 was like this long, coherent story of him, like, steadily lessening crime and taking out things. And Season 2, it's like bits and pieces of multiple different stories at the same time, and it doesn't feel like they were as well weighed with each other. Like, they kind of felt out of whack with each other. Some were more important than others, and some I didn't really care about. But overall, I still really do like it. I don't know if I would say it's better than Season 1, though. I would say it's on par or maybe just a little below Season 1 for me.
See, what I think, Season 1 was definitely a build-up. And when you jump right into Season 2, you're jumping in right into the action of Matt being Daredevil. You know, like, Season 1 kind of did, like, a proto-origin type of thing, which I thought was it was a neat way of kind of doing his origin. So it didn't start at the very beginning, but sort of, you know, when he was still an amateur. It's before he got his suit. But Season 2, it jumps right into the action. My thoughts are, like, when it starts delving into the mysticism is when actually it picked up for me a lot. I think that the beginning, in the first episode was super heated. Like the first 4 episodes, actually, I think were super heated, building up. I think that somewhere in the middle it dips downward a little bit, and it kind of gets a little boring, actually. I think in some some episodes, like there was that one episode where it was like the Electra and Matt, sort of like backstory, and it shows you how they met and how their relationship evolved. But I understand the need for that kind of storytelling, but it felt out of place, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then but again, when the mysticism started getting into it, it started really picking back up again for me. Overall, I think it was a great season. I probably give the season as a whole like an 8 out of 10. As to where I give the first season, that was like a 9.5 out of 10 for me. But anyways, what are your thoughts, Tim? I know that Tim made a video a few days ago, and that video turned into a flame war on the internet. So this is going to be Tim's rebuttal to all you little shitbags out there who were
I was going to do that later after I get my initial impression.
We'll give your initial.
It's a preview of what's coming.
So give us a little preview. What are your thoughts and impressions on Daredevil season 2?
I wouldn't say I like it as much as season 1. I'd place it between season 1 and Jessica Jones so far. It didn't have the same story problems that I felt Jessica Jones did, where it felt like they didn't have enough story to fill the season, so they started adding in subplots at the end to stretch it out to 13 episodes. But this one, the end of it, feels disjointed for me, in that everyone seems to go off in their own direction at the end instead of having a coherent ending to the overall story. But overall, I liked it. I thought John Bernthal did really well. I liked Electra, the character. I liked all the returning cast. So yeah, I'd say that probably around an 8 is probably what I'd give it. Also,
I have a bit of problem with Electra in this. I feel like she wasn't really being Electra. Like some of her aspects were there, like how controlling and manipulative she is. I really like that. I think that they did a really good interpretation of that. I don't know, though. There was something about her that just felt a bit off as a character, that I feel like she could have been written better. Nick, what are your thoughts on Electra being in this season?
Yeah, I couldn't place exactly what I had problems with her, but maybe like just the costume was just awful too, but that's just like that's like an aesthetic thing that's like, oh, she doesn't, but yeah, I don't know. I thought like the actress played like the material that she played that well, but like overall the character was just kind of weird to me.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Will, what are your thoughts on Electra?
I really liked her character, and I liked her interaction with Matt. Sorry, I got distracted by some weird looking. But I'll show it to you later. But
weird looking.
Will saw something shiny.
No, wait, stop. What were you looking at, Will?
That's something that's not Marvel related, so I'll send you it after this podcast. But,
okay, fair enough.
But as far as the Electra goes, I like her. I like her character. God damn it! I like the way her character was handled. I like
her. Won't go away.
I liked her interaction with Matt and everything, and I do like the aspect that she was manipulative. I like, if I have to say something about the costume, for the most part, it wasn't bad. It got better at the end when they gave her the upgrade, but then it was weird because they kind of took a step forward, then a step back, because they made her outfit a lot more tactical, like Matt's design-wise, which I like, because I've looked at both the Ultimate and the 616 designs, and that that offers little to no protection for her. Ultimate might actually be a little worse, because it has her midriff exposed. But what I have to say is, like, one, why didn't her outfit have padding like Matt's does, to protect from knives and bullets? And two, cover up your goddamn shoulders. They pointed out what the biggest flaw was with her second costume, because she got cut in her shoulder. And she's a fucking magnet for blades, isn't she now? Because got stabbed in the Ben Affleck one, got stabbed in this one too. But yeah,
well,
like
that's just Electra.
Yeah.
Though.
Kind of her thing.
That's just
what's
Electra.
her character? Knife magnet. Oh, but yeah, like
it's stabbed. That's Electra.
Yeah, as it winded down, she dipped a little bit in quality, but overall, I really liked the actress that did it for her. She really sold it. I kind of like her twisted humor, but incorporating Electra in with the hand again, since I don't know much about all those characters because I haven't read much Daredevil, it was unique to see. It was an interesting take. I'm like, oh, so she's the weapon the whole time, but I can see how it would leave someone confused or kind of disinterested. Like, I'm really lenient with a lot of things on shows, but if I actually have to go back and evaluate it, yeah, I can see how their issues were. And one last thing. I do think it was kind of neat. I know Nick didn't like the mask scarf, but I thought it worked kind of as a playoff to Matt's original suit and his second suit, where it only covered up his eyes instead of hers in opposition covers up her mouth. I thought that was an aesthetic thing that they chose, kind of to show their not really, I guess, opposites in the way that they try to obtain justice, but then you could go into that with Punisher and all that shit. But yeah.
I like how they alluded that Electra's just really a psychopath and she's a serial killer.
Whoops.
And she just likes to kill for the thrill
destiny.
of killing. What did you guys think about the big reveal of her actually being the Black Sky? Did any of you guys see that coming?
I mean,
I didn't see it coming, but I also didn't find it particularly interesting.
yeah.
Like, that was... I have the opposite reaction that you did, Luke. Like, the mysticism was probably what pulled me out most. Like, I liked Electra the character,
Black
but
Sky.
I hated everything about her story. Like, it never was interesting to
You
me.
weren't
It always felt like
engaged
a
with
weird
Nobu?
aside to what was going on.
Okay, like, am I the only one who thought when Matt walked into that place and there was these people in cages, like blood being drawn out of them? Am I the only one that thought Blade confirmed for a moment? Just for a moment.
Yeah, dude, what if
And
you
then you
Wesley
see, and
Snipes?
then you saw the coffin, and then you saw the coffin, and then I thought Morbius confirmed.
Morbius.
I was like,
Morbius, the living vampire.
Dude, they can use Morbius now, right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can
they
get
can.
Frankencastle, guys.
I was a little. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little let down when the Black Sky wasn't Morbius. I was a little.
That would have
let
been
down.
ballsy.
Well, I
Because
mean,
I
yeah.
thought
Like,
it would have been ballsy, but man, there was something inside of me that really wanted that to be Morbius inside that coffin.
I think I probably
It
would
would have
have
been out of left field, though, because he's not
Yeah.
really connected that much to Daredevil.
probably would have hated it more if they did do that.
No, the Black
He's
Sky
not-
was
he's not-
Wesley Snipes.
He's not connected to Daredevil, but he's connected to that dark, grim, like the Marvel Knights universe. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's connected to that weird supernatural mysticism, and I think it is out of left field, but I think ultimately it could have tied in.
I mean,
It could have set up, I think,
Dude, how
the
would you
lore
guys
even that much more.
How would you guys feel if the Black Sky was Venom, dude?
Oh, holy shit, dude! I would have pissed myself in like a weird mix of like terror, surprise.
Well,
Yeah, it was just like a symbiote, like kind of black goo inside of the coffin instead.
No, it was like the Topher Grace Venom.
It was Topher Grace in there the
yeah,
whole time.
it was just Topher
Oh my
Grace.
god, the dude from
Not a
that 70s
character,
show.
the actor Topher Grace.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was a good
No.
Spider-Man film, though. 3.
It was a great Spider-Man
Listen,
film.
we'll get to
You guys just
Luke,
want to talk about
we'll get to that
Spider-Man?
Red Hero when we do like our Spider-Man retrospective near the end of the year, like when that movie wraps production.
Yeah, like I mean,
Okay.
oh, Tim, you say something.
Speak your piece,
Go
brother.
ahead.
Yeah, Tim, speak your piece.
Oh, you want me to do the bullseye thing now?
Yeah, do it.
Go
dude.
ahead.
Might as well.
Okay, so basically my thought process behind the theory was because the end felt so disjointed, it felt like they had like a last minute change to the script, And it felt like, and the thing that I rationalized it at is that it felt like Bullseye would have been the connecting force between all the different subplots at the end. Remember, it's just a theory. I didn't think it was factually correct. I was just guessing. And the thing I said with Jason Statham in that was just sort of like it was an assumption. Like, I wasn't stating like that was what Jason Statham's role was. I thought it was more along the lines of they couldn't get the actor they wanted, so they cut him out entirely and replaced him. But basically, the reason I feel that way is because the ending was so disjointed. Where basically once the trial ended, everyone went their own separate direction, and like nothing was connected. Like, Matt completely forgets about like the attempts on the lives of the people involved in the trial as soon as he starts the stuff with Stick and Electra.
Yeah.
Like, he was in the room when she gets shot, and then he never brings it up again.
He's got more important things to worry about, I guess.
But the thing that probably I get what the connection thing is with, like, I looked up who the general guy was Clancy Brown was playing, but the thing that he did in the comics made more sense than what he did in the show. Because in the show,
what was his character in the comics exactly?
He was from War
Journal. It was
Journal.
basically the same role. He was, it was in War Journal, yeah. He was Punisher's CO. He did drug trafficking to help the anti-communist force in Vietnam. Then he became a politician, so he didn't want that to come out, so he hired a sniper to kill his own unit.
Oh, wow. That makes a lot of sense.
But
yeah, and I think that sniper died, so
oops.
Yeah, but then in this one, he uses the sniper to frame Frank, which makes no sense, because he had just escaped from jail, so they already would have been looking for him.
Yeah.
And then that's what led Frank to find him at the end.
No, but Clancy
he just
Brown
randomly decided to start killing people despite no one knowing who he was.
No, but Clancy Brown, he was the general guy again.
He was General
Clancy
Eiling
Brown,
in this.
always the general. But yeah, that's why I felt that Bullseye would have fit that better, because it would have connected the Kingpin plot to more stuff overall, like he would, like, having Kingpin send Bullseye out after people related to Matt, after Matt confronted him about the person he cares most about, and then that would have been the person killing the people related to the trial to throw Matt off the trail, so that Daredevil would go after him and Punisher instead of protecting the people around him, and then he'd do the kidnapping thing of getting all the people that he saved in the past and bringing them all to that one place. But at the end of the day, it was just a theory.
What if Bullseye was Black Sky instead?
Just Bullseye pops out of the coffin and stabs Electra.
It was me, Daredevil!
No, what if Megilla Gorilla was the Black Sky?
Well, that's just preposterous, Nick.
Grape ape.
What if it was the Beast that was the Black Sky?
I'm going to have to agree with Tim. As much as some people on the internet disagree, I do think Bullseye would have made more sense. And I'm under the impression that he was supposed to be originally cast. Jason Statham was up for the role, but then he backed out in the middle of talks because he said, "Nah, I'm not going to do superhero stuff."
The fuck was Transporter then?
Latino Review.
I don't think... I know that one guy kept saying, "Get your facts straight," so I don't know. But...
He kind of pulled a Hugo Weaving in that regard.
So something stupid?
Yeah.
I won't do Bullseye, but I'll do Spy with Melissa McCarthy.
No, I thought he backed out because Latino Review posted the scoop about it.
That's not why he backed out.
That'd be dumb.
Yeah, that was the sole reason he left, because Latino Review.
Yeah.
Well, they got it.
Latino Review. They done it again. What a shame.
But there was actually one major thing that I was thinking of about the series when I look back on it after watching it, and it was that I realized something that I wish I hadn't, and it was that Daredevil is basically entirely superfluous to this entire season.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything of importance. Like, in episode 3 he catches the Punisher, in episode 10 he saves Stick. Other than that, everything would have happened the exact same way whether he got involved or not.
Matt's entire purpose in this season was to show that he fucks up, and that's it.
Daredevil confirmed worst show ever?
Whoa,
I still
whoa
like
now.
the show, but I feel like they took focus away from their title character.
Yeah,
Well, because it's like with all of
Even
these.
Arrow season 3 had a tighter story, dude. Wow.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
like,
that's a
I
lot
think
that
it's
you're
'cause
saying
with
there.
all of these.
That was a bold statement you
I
made.
think it's with all of these separate characters of huge importance, like Electra and Punisher and Karen. There was so much time put into Karen. I don't know why, but with all of these people doing their own thing, it took a lot of the focus away from Matt. Whereas in season 1, that was one of the reasons we loved it so much, because the entire story was literally Matt doing his thing. Like, that was it. But in this one, it's Punisher's taking care of stuff. Electra wants to kill Stick. Karen's doing something, and the Hand wants to do something.
They want the Black Scott. But that's like the thing I was thinking of before, like, they had like that thing prepared to revive Electra should she die, so either they were planning on killing her anyway if she had joined them, so Matt turning her back to the good side was completely pointless. Or if Stick had killed her, then they would have revived her anyway, and then nothing would have changed.
Not if he decapitated her.
Can I also point out when Daredevil does that thing where like he takes her hostage and everyone's like, "Whoa, hold up, he might kill her," but the end of the season kind of negates that because they revive her anyway.
Yeah.
So
It was.
Yeah.
there was literally no danger of their plan going to waste.
You know, I have one thing to say about all of this.
You're all haters.
Arrow is better, dude.
Ma Betsy.
My Betsy.
No,
Betsy.
I'm doing this to protect my Betsy.
Off-screen Betsy confirmed.
Can we
best
discuss the
character.
fact
No,
that
I don't know why.
Betsy has the exact same proportions as Electra? It may also be a trained assassin because he just had that there for her.
You know what's
It's not
crazy?
a very
No, it's
protective
not.
suit. The Psy went right
fucking
through
knife
it.
magnet is
made out
the
of
perfect
wool.
test subject for that.
I think
It's just like you see Gladiator on the other roof, opposite of Punisher, taking notes. Increase susceptibility to stab wounds.
Increase thread count.
Reinforce
Reinforce
stab-prone areas.
Use actual armor.
Cover shoulders.
What did I tell you guys, listeners? This was going to be a shit show.
But it's an interesting
I
shit
also
show.
want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
Well,
point
hold
out how there were some Gotham tiered lines of dialogue in the show, like when some cop is like,
Yeah.
"Don't you dare, devil," and then some other, and then that
You know-
that one lawyer guy is like, "Yeah, he's taking out Hell's Kitchen. He's turning it into a war
So,
zone."
yeah, I love that one.
No, you want to know what my
They
favorite
make this
was?
season the Warzone drinking game. Every time they mention it, take
Oh,
a shot.
You want to know what my
Plastered.
favorite was? It was in the trial, and he's like, "You all call me the big bad Punisher. Well, come on, I'll punish every one of you."
That's actually another thing that I can point out to Matt being superfluous to this season. The trial would have ended the same way whether he was
Which
there
he
or not.
Yeah,
Because it would have
because
ended.
Punisher
It would have
fucked
ended
it
with
up.
Fisk getting to Punisher to have him kill that other guy, and then the trial would have ended with Punisher yelling like that, whether Matt was there.
And the thing is,
requesting him or
Frank
not.
Castle
So
fucked up
literally
his own.
everybody
He fucked up his own trial.
Everybody being pissed at Matt literally makes no sense because Frank did all that. Like, Matt couldn't have saved anything.
Yep. But they were upset with him because they got them involved
Also-
in the trial.
Yeah, so guys, what's the name of that haircut that Frank has?
Just Frank my shit
How
up.
do I get
The
it?
haircut.
Fade.
Frank my shit up.
Yeah,
The
might
Frank
shit up,
fade.
yeah.
We haven't really talked about Punisher at all, actually, in terms of how we feel
Oh,
about
he
him.
was good.
Yeah, he's like Nathan Edmondson's.
What? No.
I want to hear what you guys have to say first, because I, being a very big Punisher fan, I've got a few things to say about him.
Yeah, the Dolph Lundgren one is better.
Get out of here, Nick.
But what do
Film
you guys?
this.
How do you guys feel about Punisher?
Luke, you wanna
He turned the city into
some
a
type
war
of
zone.
war zone?
Oh,
What is this? Some type of Punisher?
damn.
He turned it into a war zone, and then he wrote it in his war journal.
What
To
did
the max.
What do I have to say about him? 3 Grim, 5 me. Damn. No, I did think overall, I think that this was the best on-screen Punisher that we've gotten, in my opinion. It was a little... He was a little too sad, I think, like Thomas Jane's in some scenes. He was, like, super sad, you know? But I felt like in other scenes, too, he carried the weight of the character, like, flawlessly, actually. I think, like, the best shot of the whole season was him standing there, like, holding a gun up in the air, like, from a rooftop with that really, like, long shot, and it was that really cool low angle of him. I thought that was probably the best shot of the entire season, actually.
Looked like his first appearance, actually.
Yeah, and it was like his coat was kind of like blowing in the wind, and I'm like, oh my god, this is beautiful. Like, I don't know why, that was cinema to me, dude.
I know. I like the shot. He was kind of there for no apparent reason, but I liked the shot. Matt needs my help. He put the Punisher signal in the sky.
So long, Red.
Later, Red.
God, I hated that.
Him calling him Red?
No, but
yeah, but I'll get to that when I get to it.
All of his fighting scenes, though, were like superb.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they really were. Like the diner scene, that was insane.
That was
brutal. I mean, that was...
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was... I was grinding my teeth the entire time. That was systematic. Oh, yeah. It was brutal. And when he escaped from the Irish mob and then shot the Irish mobster in the face with a shotgun blast point blank.
Yep.
You know he did.
Which, by the way, in the comics, that Irish mobster actually survived that shotgun blast.
Yeah. It's Finn Cooley from Max.
He wore a mask after that.
Yeah.
Finn Cooley.
Which I highly doubt that they'll bring him back, but it was still kind of...
Yeah, they'll bring him back.
It seemed like there was an obvious hole in his head.
It was kind of neat, though.
He'll walk it off.
That
if you die, walk it off.
Shot him with a shotgun blast. The same way he did in the comics. You know, also there was a bunch of other comic book visuals as well, like Matt being tied up, you know, and then having a gun taped to his hand. That was like straight out of the comics. That was from a '90s comic, actually.
I think it's funny how that played into the stairwell fight scene too, when he bit smacks someone with the duct tape gun.
Yeah. He tries to fire it and finds out there's no bullet.
So overall, guys, I personally enjoyed this season. I think just as much as I did with season 1. I rate season 1 slightly higher, because it did take a dip for me in certain areas and aspects. But hot damn, dude, seeing the Punisher just interacting with these other Marvel characters, something 5 years ago we would have never thought possible. You know, ever. And you know, like it. I think we live in an incredible time right now where we're seeing things that come to light that we thought we would never see, you know, ever. I mean, I just saw Batman v Superman tonight, and for the longest time, I mean, no one ever thought we were going to see that on screen with these characters, and it is incredible, and bravo to John Bernthal as the Punisher. I really hope that they greenlight a series for him now. Yeah. I really do. Like, I really want to see him again. Like, more than anybody else in that season, I want to see more of the Punisher. I really do. Because I'm interested to see where they could take that character. Like, what do you guys think they could do with a season of the Punisher? What kind of characters do you think that they can involve? Who do you think that would make a good villain? Do you think they could do, like, Tombstone, Hammerhead, Jigsaw? Monsters. You know, what would you guys like to see?
Yeah, Jigsaw, like Punisher Warzone.
And like Punisher Warzone, they can have a character who just vanishes off the face of the earth.
Because he killed him so hard.
He killed him so hard he stopped existing.
I'm gonna kill you so hard you'll wish you had never been born alive.
Yeah, Warzone was a great film, though. I liked it.
Yep.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing more with the Punisher in the future. Though, on a side, unrelated note, just since we're winding down, one thing I just want to point out about the final fight scene on the roof is two things. One, because it was dark and everyone was wearing red and black, it was kind of hard to see who was fighting who when they were in those, like, long shots.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly couldn't tell where Electra or where Matt was until they zoomed in on them. It was kind of like Ninja Where's Waldo.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite thing about that fight is just the 4 archer dudes who just stood in the background while Nobu fought Electra and Daredevil. Just stood there the whole time.
The back down was strong.
I thought the fight on the boat was funny because Matt had to stop Frank from killing people continuously. Like, no, we don't kill here.
Did it unsuccessfully, but...
I mean, he blew him up later, but not immediately.
Yeah.
Also, I think the only things that Matt accomplished this season was losing his law firm, getting a nurse and a dad killed. It's like, that's basically... I think that's it, because those kids went to the hospital and then the hand immediately got them back after they killed those
DA
people.
died, too, in the most fucking savage way possible.
Yeah, but that wasn't his fault. That was Blacksmith being an idiot.
Oh, that's right.
No, Jerry Hogarth, though.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Jerry Hogarth,
yeah. Hogarth. I like
Foggy
the cameo.
for Jessica Jones.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely.
But I mean, like, look, I really do like this season. I just wanted to say, because with Punisher, I like Punisher. I think some scenes are better than others, because my biggest complaint is that I think he cares way too much about some stuff. Like, I think he shows way too much emotion in some stuff. And that's mostly because I'm a big Garth Ennis fan, and in that series, he's just this kind of an animal machine that just... Like, it's not that he needs to kill... Like, I got the impression that this Punisher was crazy, and I just think to myself, Punisher's not crazy. He just kills people because he wants to kill people. And I just... Because, like, when he's screaming in the courtroom... And then when he keeps calling Matt Red, and I fucking hate him calling Matt Red. But
yeah, what did you
like,
want
there's
to call
moment
him? The devil?
Just call him you. You don't have to call him anything. You don't have to give him a nickname.
Hey, Dare.
Damn it, Devil of Hell's Kitchen.
Hey
there, Devil.
What kind of name is the Devil of Hell's Kitchen anyway? Like, I don't like that he has a bit of a mouth on him. Like, there are some points where he feels like Frank Castle. Like, that shed scene is just Punisher to me. That was Punisher. But then there are other times where he's just Shane from Walking Dead to me.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh.
I get where you're
Shane
coming from.
was fine, but that's just all I'm saying. Like, I mean, I'm sure that's not gonna be well received with people in the comments, but I really don't care, because I feel like I'm a bigger fan of Punisher than those people.
Dang, dude.
Yeah. Well, we could talk about this for hours, but I think we're going to go ahead and close this episode out, though.
I just called him out.
Yeah.
Called him out.
Yeah. Put everyone on notice.
Tim and I going on blast.
Okay, anyways, guys.
Just to clarify before we head out, I did actually like the season. I just had some problems with
No,
it.
Tim,
Yes.
I'm sure you did, Tim.
I would give it like an 8, I'd say.
I did give it an 8 at the beginning.
Yeah, so there you go.
Okay, can I close the episode
Yes.
now?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Nick. What else did you have to say?
I give it an 8.
Oh, wow, there, buddy. A rating.
All right.
Also,
well, guys,
I recommend checking Punisher Warzone and the Dolph Lundgren movie out.
I
Don't lie to these good people. They try their best. They listen to us.
Everyone
they
get
don't
your
expect us
eights
to
out.
lie to them.
Watch Punisher Warzone just to watch him kill a guy so hard he stops
Is
existing.
that a line from the movie?
And also...
No, the guy just bamps out of existence because of a bad effect shot.
And the Daredevil... watch the Daredevil movie director's cut, because it's amazing.
It's actually not that bad.
The director's cut's fine. And remember to wake yourself up inside.
You
Yes,
can't wake
have
up.
to do that. Lots of
Wake me
evidence.
up.
Wake up inside.
Wake me up. Save me.
And the Electra movie, too.
Strong, independent woman.
Strong, independent woman.
Alright.
And just to clarify, Tim did not like this season before we go.
A couple.
He's a trickster. Don't believe him. He always gets me to not be on Marvelite by pretending to be tired.
Yeah, we were supposed to record later.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff going behind the scenes.
Let's
right
let these
now.
poor fans go.
Later, everyone.
Okay, guys. Until next week, we'll be back with an all-new episode. This has been Luke with the Marvelite podcast, and we will catch you guys next time.
Peace.